Shocker in poll-bound Karnataka. Crores found, BJP MLA son arrested. MLA named in FIR but absconding. Ruling party MLA hiding for 80 hours and counting. Who is protecting this Karnataka Neta? Mystery of the runaway MLA. It's his party in power in Karnataka, the BJP. His son was raided and 8 crore rupees was found in his house. The son has been arrested, but the Neta, the sitting BJP MLA in Karnataka, is absconding. And it's been over 80 hours and counting, viewer. That's the state of what we're talking about in our lead story today on 5 Live. I'm Shiv. As always, first the headlines. Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Sisodia sent to 14 days judicial custody, will remain in jail till March the 20th. CBI says witnesses are being targeted and intimidated. Rahul Gandhi sends an SOS for democracy, says democracy in India is dead and US and EU are oblivious. BJP lashes out, says Rahul is hiding his failures and calling for foreign interference in India's affairs. Telangana and Karnataka governments fight it out over iPhone manufacturing plant. Foxconn says no deals finalized during its CEO's India visit, but both states flaunt letters claiming it's a confirmation. Another encounter in Umesh Pal murder case. Police kill main shooter in the murder, Vijay Kumar alias Usman, in an encounter. CBI to interrogate ex-Bihar Chief Minister Lalu in land for job scam. Wife and ex-Chief Minister Rabri Devi grilled today, both to appear before court on March the 15th. Only 2 months to go for the elections in the all-important state of Karnataka. And one of the recent scandals to which the state pertains to a BJP sitting MLA in Karnataka whose son was raided with 8 crore rupees in cash being found at his residence. His father was forced to resign as the chairman of a local authority that was involved in this entire episode for tenders. But the MLA himself, that man you see on your screen right there, from the ruling party in Karnataka, who's been named in the police FIR, is absconding. The police want to question him, but he is nowhere to be found. In a state like Karnataka, where law and order is a high priority, where law and order is a progressive necessity, and especially right before the elections when corruption has become a big-ticket issue being raised by the opposition, this MLA has decided that for 80 hours and counting, he gets to evade the law despite being named in that FIR. Take a look at this report.
The Karnataka bribe gate explodes as trouble mounts for BJP MLA Madal Virupakshappa. The MLA, whose son Prashanth Madal was arrested last week for taking a bribe, is fast losing support within the party. Former Chief Minister and the tallest leader in the state BJP, B.S. Yediyurappa, has called for Virupakshappa's arrest.
ಭ್ರಷ್ಟಾಚಾರ ಯಾರೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ ಅದು ಕ್ಷಮ್ಯ ಅಪರಾಧ. ಅವ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಕಾನೂನಂತ ಏನು ಕ್ರಮ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಅದು ಮುಚ್ಚಾಕುವಂತ ಯಾವುದೇ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ನಮ್ಮ ಪಕ್ಷ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಬಂಧನ ಮಾಡಿ ಮುಂದಿನ ಕ್ರಮ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಎರಡು ಮಾತಿಲ್ಲ.
The BJP MLA is absconding since the Lokayukta raids on his and his son's residence and office yielded 8 crore rupees cash. Virupakshappa has moved to the Karnataka High Court for anticipatory bail. Meanwhile, the Lokayukta has issued a notice to the MLA to appear before the police. If the MLA doesn't appear for questioning, the Lokayukta could move to court for an arrest warrant. The Congress has attacked the BJP, accusing the ruling party of helping Virupakshappa evade the police.
ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಂತ ಅವರೇ ರಕ್ಷಣೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮಾಡಾಳ್ ವಿರೂಪಾಕ್ಷಪ್ಪ ರಾಜೀನಾಮೆ ಕೊಡಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಚೀಫ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ಗೆ. ಆಗ ಅರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಆಯ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ನವರು. ವೇರ್ ಈಸ್ ರಾಜಾರೋಸೋ ತಿರ್ಗಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಅವ ಮನೇಲಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಪೊಲೀಸ್ನವರು ಅರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ.
Virupakshappa's son was caught red-handed accepting a bribe of 40 lakh rupees from a businessman last week. The total cash haul after the Lokayukta raids that followed was in excess of 8 crores. While Chief Minister Baswaraj Bommai has assured an impartial probe into the incident, the corruption scandal has dented the image of the BJP, which is already being accused of Commission Raj in Karnataka. Bureau Report, India Today.
Let's get a word from the ground. India Today's Anaga Keshav joins me live. Anaga, what are the police saying? This MLA, Virupakshappa, has been named in the FIR. He's absconding for 80 hours and counting. Is the police doing anything about it, or are they just waiting for him to show up?
Shiv, it is either two things. Either this is absolute inefficiency on part of the Karnataka police and the Karnataka government, or as the opposition is saying, the Karnataka government could have been protecting Madal Virupakshappa, because remember, it is 4 days, which is 4 days and 80 hours. It is more than enough time for the Karnataka police, given their track record. It is enough and more of a time for them to catch Madal Virupakshappa. And remember, we are talking about an MLA, somebody in such a high stature, such a high position. And even remember, he applied for an anticipatory bail today, requesting to quash the case against him. So the police could have gotten leads from the court. They could have done something, and by this time Madal Virupakshappa should have been caught. So it is either these two things. Either it is pure inefficiency, or they are doing this deliberately. There is no third option. It's been 4 days, but yet there has been no sight. Of course, his son has been arrested, but Madal Virupakshappa, who is number 2 he's also named in the FIR, number 2 accused, still absconding, no sight of him.
Okay, no sight of him, no explanations. Son has been arrested, but the father, who is a sitting MLA of the ruling party of poll-bound Karnataka, is still absconding. It's absolutely incredible. You've had former Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa say that it's absolutely unacceptable. The law must take its course and he must be arrested as quickly as possible. He must turn himself in. Corruption is a crime, irrespective of party, is the strong message that B.S. Yediyurappa has sent out. But Virupakshappa is still absconding. 80 hours, 81 hours, as you can see this clock below me, and counting. Now let's just refresh your memory, viewer, about this entire corruption flashpoint, because corruption in some ways has become a kind of calling card for the opposition going into this election. March the 6th, 2023, over 8 crore rupees seized from the MLA's son. The BJP MLA has moved court for anticipatory bail today. This happened on the 1st of March. When the Congress alleged a scam in molasses export, the Congress claimed that the license was given to a dubious company. January 16th this year, State Contractors Association accused ministers and MLAs of demanding bribes. Audio of a BJP MLA, Tippa Reddy, demanding a bribe was also released. Obviously, what I'm doing right now is just reading out for you some of the earlier corruption cases that have faced this government. August 27, 2022, school associations write to the okay, I'll go to this graphic in just a bit. It's not appropriate to play this here. I'll play this in another, during our guest, when we have our guest right now, because this takes away from the straight focus of the story. Let me go straight across to our 5 p.m. guests. Mohan Vishwa, spokesperson of the Karnataka BJP, Nagaraju Yadav, spokesperson of the Karnataka Congress. Mohan, to you first, where is MLA Virupakshappa? It's been 81 hours and counting. He's been named in an FIR. Certainly not a small case. He was, of course, made to resign, from his earlier responsibility. He's still very much an elected representative of your party. Where is he, Mohan?
Shiv, the Lokayukta is obviously having a two-wing. One is judicial wing, one is investigative wing. The investigative wing, Lokayukta police are searching for him. Okay, the search is on. And, of course, probably, they will get him. It's not that, a government is supporting them. No, nothing like that. If that was the case, we wouldn't have given so much of power to Lokayukta by appointing Lokayukta and all, by creating the entire team. So the government is not at all connected with that. They are doing their duty. Lokayukta is an independent body. This raid has happened on our own MLAs.
Yeah.
Okay. So keeping that in mind, our police are efficient. Definitely they're going to find him. It's not a difficult task for them. Okay. So that's what I want to say. But unlike, Congress in the past, if you see what they did, when same Sonia Gandhi and same Rahul Gandhi has been called for an interrogation or hearing somewhere in Delhi, the entire Congress Karyakartas, MLAs, MPs, ministers, they came on the road, they protested.
I'll get to the Congress in a minute. Mohan, I'll get to the Congress in a minute. But, just before the elections, you're right, Lokayukta, you're saying that, this was a raid on your own MLA's son, etc. My question to you is, with this particular MLA absconding for 80 plus hours now, doesn't that reflect badly on the state machinery and your government? That's, that is, in the public eye, it will be looked at as that if a ruling party MLA can evade the police for 81 hours and counting, then where is the administration? It reflects badly on your party.
As I told you earlier, being in a ruling party, when the raid has happened on our own MLA, so our government was never interfered at all. So that shows our credibility. So that shows na khaunga, na khane dunga, whoever it may be. It can be BJP, it can be Congress, it can be JDS. If that is the case, there is no question of me supporting somebody, who is absconding. Okay. So that can never happen at all. So he will definitely get arrested. So he is never going to be forgiven. Obviously, like our tall leader, Mr. Yadurappa said, nobody will be given any chance. Anybody for that matter, whoever might be any corrupt from any party, we are not going to leave anybody for that.
Nagaraju Yadav, how would you respond to that? The BJP says we did not interfere in the investigation. It is under our own administration that the raids have happened. So there is no question of interfering or protecting this particular MLA. The law will take its own course. Yadurappa has also spoken out. What does the Congress say in this case?
See, as an opposition party spokesperson, I would like to say, because Mohan Vishwa is a dear friend of mine, what a blatant lie they are telling. Today, the BJP, it's become the order of the day in the governance of BJP. The corruption is the order of the day. And today, BJP MLA is caught with 8 crore rupees in his house. His son's office, they found crores of rupees found in his son's office. What more evidence they need? The Congress party was accusing the BJP of saying 40% commission allegations throughout the 2 years of time. We said the Contractors Association is what it is, notice of the Prime Minister's office, Home Minister's office, and the Chief Minister's office. No action was taken. We were demanding for a judicial inquiry by the sitting judge. They didn't do it. But today they said the slogan saying that we will not eat, we will not allow somebody to eat. But what has happened? They already eaten. This is one of the MLAs exposed today. What is the status of the ministers? Who is the minister connected to this particular chairmanship in the industry? It is Nirani. Why have they not cross-checked the Nirani's involvement in this? Because it is not one single-handedly done by the chairman or chairman's son. The industries ministry, the soaps and detergents industry comes under the Ministry of Industries. What does the minister happen to say? Where is the statement of the minister? Mr. Bommai received his resignation letter by the same Virupakshappa MLA. We came to his house and gave the resignation and went away. What was the chief minister doing? This is all natak and bangazi. They are insulting the government of Karnataka's police, because we have a lot of respect for the police of Karnataka, and today the government is not allowing and giving a free hand to the police of Karnataka to arrest this MLA. The police is well much aware. Where is the Mr. Virupakshappa? The chief minister is aware. Where is the home minister talking about it? You are saying that he is such a clean home minister today. Do they need 80 hours of time to arrest one, still not arrest?
Mohan, these are all, Mohan, these are fair questions.
Allegations against them.
Mohan, okay. Let me ask a question, sir.
Schools, they were asking money. Much they were asking 30% of commission. They were asking money from the Contractor Association of 40%. What more evidences they needed? They kept on asking for evidences. Today, Lokayukta has given an evidence. What more they need?
Okay,
Mohan, answer this or accept this one and resign.
Mohan, okay. Let me ask a question, sir. Let me jump in here. Mohan, why hasn't... Mohan, these are fair questions that are being asked, and they would have been asked of any party. If it was a Congress government somewhere, your party, you would have been raising similar questions. So the question now is I don't think anybody in the public eye or anybody in the public for that matter is going to believe that somehow this MLA has found some magic place where he is beyond reach of the police. Obviously, the police know where he is, we'll put that aside for the moment. My simple question is, given that corruption is a very sensitive issue and, the BJP claims to be very strongly against corruption with a zero tolerance policy. It's something that the opposition has been bashing you with all this while. Why don't you send out a statement and tell this MLA, you better turn yourself in immediately or there is action going to be taken against you?
See, that is what has happened, Shiv. In our party also internally, there is something called as disciplinary committee. They are also watching. The report also has been sent to them.
Has a message been sent out to him?
No, that I don't have any clarity as of now, but the discussion is happening. That is what the information I have as of now. But I am telling you now, who is talking about corruption over here? Mr. D.K. Shivkumar, who is out on bail. Come on, Mr. Nagaraj Yadav should answer. In his house, 9 crore worth of cash found in Delhi. What did they do? They appointed him as a KPCC president of Karnataka, post ride. He is not answering. And also take an example of Sonia Gandhi.
Accounts to be placed in front of the IT department, which we will do it. But today the rented cash was found by the BJP.
Mr. Yadav, let Mohan finish. I'll come back to you.
59 cases are pending against Siddaramaiah in Lokayukta in 2016. Who closed Lokayukta? It's same Congress party who started ACB and who gave clean sheet to them. Why they were keeping quiet? There was not even a single investigation against Siddaramaiah. There was not even a single investigation against B. Patil. No investigation against D.K. Shivkumar. Nothing has been done. You ask the question, Shiv. Yes, we are responsible, we will answer. But what morality does the Congress have? They don't have any moral right. The people who are on bail, the people who went to jail, they are coming and speaking about, corruption over here. And also, we gave pure independence to independent body like Lokayukta. They are doing their duty. They were the one with the right. But Congress never did that. They should appreciate. This is a strong message we sent to the people of Karnataka and also to our Karyakarta, wherein we clearly say that we don't leave anybody for that matter. Like I was telling earlier when D.K. Shivkumar has been called on for investigation, what did Congress do? Their entire Karyakartas, their entire MLAs, MPs, the chief ministers and all, they were on the road.
Very clearly, I want to come into this picture and update the statements made by the BJP spokesperson.
Let Mr. Nagaraju respond to you.
Ours have supported this,
No, see, because
supported this, right?
Two wrongs don't make a right. See, two wrongs don't make a right. I don't want this debate to become your party has also done this, therefore who are you to blame us? It is after all the opposition's job to point fingers and ask questions. Be that as it may, I am not saying that what you are saying does not hold weight, Mohan. I am just saying that a question that is asked needs to be answered as well. Mr. Nagaraju, go ahead. You want to rebut what Mohan is saying, do you?
Whatever Mr. Mohan has said, with due respect to Mohan, I completely disagree with whatever I said. It is very far away from the facts. Today, whatever case is filed against the Congress leader is completely politically vindictive and vindictive in nature. Today, we coming to the BJP MLA's matter is that we are being accusing of them for the whole 2 years of time, saying that the whole government, the whole ministry, including the chief minister's office, is enough involved in the corruption matters. Whenever contractors association made a complaint to the prime minister's office and to the CM's office, they have not taken any action. They kept on asking for evidence. What more evidence you need? 8 crore rupees cash has been caught in the MLA's house. Today, all the cases to be opened up and all the cases to be taken up. What we raised today, there are the complaints about the school association complaining about the recognition certificates to be given. 40% they were asking. Much were complaining about 30% commission matter was aware. And we are aware of so many of BBMP contractors due was supposed to be given to the contractors. They were asking commission. What more you need? You have seen so many potholes were there in Bangalore city. So many deaths happened because of the quality work. What kind of quality work?
And we cover all of those issues.
Corrupt people who have done this work. Lastly, I want to say that the BJP is protecting the BJP MLA today just because the entire matter will come up and be arrested. This is the manipulation what they have done for the upcoming election. They are collecting money in crores to win this election, which is not acceptable. I demand the Prime Minister and the Home Minister to come out clear and tell them that the BJP people should take a decision.
Last reply by Mohan. Mohan, we're out of time. Last reply. The big charge being made is that this is a bigger corruption scandal and that's why Virupaksha Reddy is being kept out of the spotlight so that this entire issue can be managed. That's the allegation against you.
Say nothing like that, Shiv, nothing like that. If that was the case, the Lokayukta wouldn't have been tried and they wouldn't have been arrested. That is the point number one that everybody is watching in Karnataka. But let me tell you, let me reiterate, the problem here with the Congress is whenever there is an arrest.
Sir, last 30 seconds. Let Mohan speak. Let Mohan speak. No talking over each other, please.
You promised in the... whenever there is an arrest of Congress MLA or Congress MP, whenever there is a raid against them, they doubt the investigating agency. Whenever there is a raid against BJP MLA, they will never doubt. Today morning only, yesterday only, you saw all opposition parties, including Aam Aadmi Party, have written a Prime Minister a letter stating that, they are misusing the investigating agency.
Okay.
But here in Karnataka, what's happening? See, whenever there's a raid against BJP leaders, for them, then the investigating agency becomes a god. Whatever they did is right. But whenever there's a raid, there is an investigation against themselves, they doubt against investigating agency. This is the double cross Congress is playing. Regarding the 40% commission allegation also, when Contractor Association write a letter to Prime Minister, later an authorities came from Home Minister office. When they came here and they asked for the document, the same Contractor Association Kempana is missing. He never submitted. Post that he alleged against one of our MLA, Mr. Muniratna. There also he never gave anything in the court. Later he absconded. He never came to court.
I'm going to...
That was the case. Why is he
We're out of time. Got it. Your point is noted, Mohan. I'm going to end the debate here only because we're out of time. But corruption, is going to be one of the big talking points and narratives in this election. Only 2 months to go for this election. There is going to be a lot of crossfire and finger pointing. You've seen the BJP go on the offensive against the Congress party as well, after being on the defensive since the entire PCM, campaign was mounted by the opposition in Karnataka. But the point is, as far as this story with MLA Virupakshappa Reddy is concerned, 81 hours and counting, and with each hour that passes, public faith in the administration will deplete further and further. So can the ruling party send out a message about everything that you just heard Mohan say representing his party? We'll have to wait and see. It's a sensitive time, 2 months to go for that election. Our eye will be focused on the state of Karnataka. On the other side, in fact, staying with Karnataka, but this time it's a face-off between Karnataka and the other southern state of Telangana over which of these states iPhone's biggest manufacturer, Foxconn, will choose to set up a brand new smartphone factory. It means over 1 lakh jobs, so neither state can afford to miss it.
India Today Conclave 2023, March 17th and 18th, New Delhi. Listen to S. Jaishankar, Shashi Tharoor, Justice U. Lalit, Justice Sharad Arvind Bobde, Sanjeev Goenka, Anil Agarwal. The India Moment.
G20 presidency has begun at a tumultuous time. There are so many differences. You've been speaking about it. We've heard various leaders at various press conferences address the same issue. But the bigger question over here is that despite all the conversations and heated exchanges that we've been hearing about, there still is no consensus on the Russia-Ukraine war, no consensus on the communique. Now, in that, I'd like to know how and why has the West failed in isolating Russia? Why do I say that? Because Russia is still in the room, and in fact, you actually met the Russian Foreign Minister, Lavrov.
So first, I think it's very clear in a variety of ways that Russia is isolated in terms of its aggression against Ukraine. Go back a couple of weeks ago, 141 countries, 3/4 of the United Nations, stood up in the General Assembly and voted for a resolution condemning Russia's aggression and calling for a just and durable peace in Ukraine. Here at the G20, the foreign ministers meeting, if you look at the chair's statement that was put out by India, it reflects on the part of 18 of the 20 countries, that is every country except for Russia and China, the very language that was used by the leaders in the Bali meetings just a few months ago in terms of what Russia is doing in Ukraine. So I think world opinion is very, very clear on this. And in the meetings today, I think it's also fair to say that a number of countries, again, called on Russia to end its aggression. And, you know, this is a a concern not just for Ukraine, not just for countries in Europe. It's a concern for the entire world because the consequences of Russia's aggression are being felt around the world. People are feeling it in terms of higher energy prices, higher food prices, and countries are feeling it in a different way because there's been an assault not just on Ukraine, but on the principles at the heart of the United Nations Charter, principles that are necessary for trying to keep the peace around the world, like one country can't simply go and try and take over another, erase its borders, erase its identity. So I think it's very clear where the world is on this, and that was reflected here again in New Delhi.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@watchdog.com.
Traveling from different parts.
Armed with facts,
Looking at political back.
she takes the news by its horn.
Do you think the future of these students are not hampered?
Fierce, bold, and
This is India's big iPhone victory. iPhone's #1 maker bets big on India. Foxconn swipes right for Bharat. But politics over who wins this prize. Advantage Telangana or Karnataka? So where is the world's #1 iPhone manufacturer, Foxconn, going to invest $700 million? Is it going to be in Karnataka, which is a state going into elections in just a couple of months from now? Or is it going to be in Telangana, a state which claims that it has already won this huge commitment from Foxconn to build iPhones in the country? Well, the truth of the matter is India wins no matter which one of these states gets that factory. But there is a huge political tussle right now between Karnataka and Telangana over which one of these two states has actually won this hugely lucrative chance to build iPhones on their soil, creating at least 1 lakh jobs in the near term. Take a look at this report.
Meetings with 2 chief ministers in 2 days and 1 big political war. Foxconn chairman Young Liu's visit has triggered big suspense. Where will the iPhone maker set up shop? On 2nd March, Telangana chief minister tweeted to say that Foxconn had announced setting up facilities in Hyderabad, a move that would create job opportunities. In fact, KCR even declared it to be the largest investment in the country in electronics sector. 24 hours later, on 3rd of March, Karnataka Chief Minister met the Foxconn chairman, and he too announced that an agreement had been signed with the iPhone maker. Basavaraj Bommai also said that 300 acres of land near the Bengaluru airport had been set aside for the same. As the suspense swirled and politics peaked, the Telangana Chief Minister's office released this letter. Signed by Foxconn chairman Young Liu, the letter says that the tech giant is committed to setting up manufacturing facility in Kongara Kalan and is seeking support from the state in operationalizing it as soon as possible. With Telangana claiming that the debate had been settled, Karnataka too released a letter by the Foxconn chairman which said that he looked forward to successful grounding of mechanical machinery, EV and semiconductor segments in Bengaluru. The claim versus counterclaim has triggered a political fight in Karnataka.
He has discussed with the higher-ups of Foxconn. They have shown keen interest and they have, in fact,
Foxconn on its part says no deals had been finalized during its chairman's India visit. Bureau Report, India Today.
So India gains no matter what, but who's going to be the state that wins the big Foxconn factory win? Is it going to be Telangana or is it going to be Karnataka? Now, Foxconn began building its India facilities back in 2017. The iPhone 12, 13, 14 are currently assembled in India in a factory outside Chennai in Tamil Nadu. But it accounts for less than 5% of Apple's global production. More Foxconn facilities will mean a huge push for Make in India and will be a golden opportunity for India to emerge as a massive semiconductor hub as well. Remember, all of this at the cost of China.
The mission to make India the second biggest maker of iPhones after China, and then to slowly, over the next few years, dethrone China from that #1 position. Taiwanese giant Foxconn has announced it will invest billions of dollars in India to expand its manufacturing presence on the subcontinent, including a venture to make semiconductors. Already armed with facilities in Tamil Nadu and Andhra, Foxconn's next big facility will be either in Telangana or Karnataka. Foxconn expanding in India would be a massive leg up for India's manufacturing dreams, especially at a time when Foxconn's facilities in China have faced protests during the zero-COVID crisis. Taiwan-headquartered Foxconn is the world's largest contract manufacturer, which makes smartphones for Apple, Xiaomi, hearables for boAt, and telecom and networking products for ZTE in India. Some of the smartphone brands Foxconn assembles are among the top 5 selling phones in the world. Its presence will increase India's participation in world electronic market and give a push to the Prime Minister flagship Atmanirbhar Bharat project in a cutting-edge sector of tech. These manufacturing facilities will empower India in the electronic space and will save billions of dollars in imports from other countries, particularly from China. And while Foxconn expansion is undoubtedly advantage India, it is the internal competition between Telangana and Karnataka that has triggered political heat and suspense. And it's not hard to see why. Such a facility would spawn 100,000 jobs in the near term. For India, the timing is right, as it's also looking for investments to emerge as a global semiconductor hub. The road to iPhone manufacturing domination is a long one, and India has already achieved many huge milestones. In a year when both Karnataka and Telangana go to the polls, who gets to boast of the big iPhone factory prize? Watch this space. Bureau Report, India Today.
So there's still a little of ambiguity about precisely where Foxconn is going to set up this new $700 million iPhone facility, whether it's going to be Karnataka or in Telangana. But remember, both these states go to elections this year. First Karnataka in 2 months and then Telangana towards the end of the year. So a big deal of this kind is something neither state sees itself as being afforded to lose at this point of time. But take a look at the number of industries or investments in the last 2 years that have not happened in Karnataka but happened in other places. In Tamil Nadu, for instance, February 20th this year, Ola Electric decided to invest in Tamil Nadu instead of in Karnataka. In 2022, signed MOUs with over 60 companies which had committed investment of 1.25 lakh crore rupees. In 2021-22, signed 130 MOUs with companies. The state received an investment of over 68,375 crore rupees. Karnataka, on the other hand, in 2022 received investment proposals worth over 9.81 lakh crore. These proposals came during investors' meet in November 2022. Let's go to Sagai Raj right now. Once again, this I don't want to overload our viewers with data, but I want to keep it as specific as possible to Foxconn. Sagai is with me. We'll have Abdul. Do we have Abdul? We don't have Abdul. Okay, let's get Abdul as quickly as possible because we need him on this story along with Sagai. Sagai, has the Bombay government jumped the gun on this Foxconn announcement? Because Telangana now says they've already got a letter. The Bombay government has also got a letter, but there seems to be some confusion. Who is winning this deal? Okay, we don't have Sagai either. So we don't have Sagai, we don't have Abdul either. So we'll go to both our reporters in just a moment. But here are the big questions I'm asking at this point of time. Is Foxconn's decision to set up an iPhone factory in Telangana final as is being claimed by the BRS government in Hyderabad? Number two, why did Foxconn say no decision 24 hours before declaring in that letter that it is committing to setting up an iPhone factory in Telangana? Has the BRS, which is the ruling party in Telangana, outsmarted the Bombay government by luring Foxconn in this manner? Number four, doesn't this add to the Bombay government's bad news right before the polls? That is, of course, assuming that, the BRS is right in stating that they have won the contract to set up that factory for Foxconn in Telangana. And could this be a big blow to Karnataka's reputation as the Silicon Valley of India, the place where high-tech industry and manufacturing takes place, as opposed to any other state? So we'll figure that out in just a moment, but I'm going to try and get to our reporters Sagai and Abdul for just a moment. They are with us finally. Sagai, what are you hearing from the Chief Minister's office? Did the Bombay government jump the gun by announcing that they've won this opportunity for Foxconn to set up a factory in Karnataka?
Absolutely. Probably, if you notice that Foxconn is not aware that there are elections which is happening in these two states in this particular yearship. And talking about Karnataka government, there is a clear explanation which was being given by Karnataka government, stating that from the point where the higher education and industry minister had picked him up from the airport, higher education minister and BT minister Ashwath Narayan picked him from airport and went along with them for a lunch with the industrial minister Murugesh Nirani and took him to a place where 300 acres of land which has been earmarked for that particular company to establish. And thereafter, the Foxconn CEO goes to the Vidhan Sauda, goes through all the PowerPoint presentation given by the Chief Secretary, what you can get, what all the infrastructure which we provide, and how the talent can be recruited and all those things. Everything was explained to them. So this was a clarification given by Karnataka government, which says that Project Elephant was supposed to be started by Foxconn in Bengaluru, but the Foxconn has not given any clarification whether it will go to Karnataka or Telangana. They have just said that it is happy meeting them. We have spoken about this, about the project. We are in talks with you.
Abdul, the BRS government has practically announced that they've won this entire thing, that Foxconn is going to build the factory in Telangana.
Yeah, absolutely. See, BRS government today has released a letter that was received by them, reportedly from the Foxconn Technologies Private Limited, where the BRS government has stated that they have, the Foxconn is ready for acquiring a land in Telangana for setting up an electronic manufacturing unit here in Telangana state. So recently, on March 2nd, there was a visit by young Liu, who is the chairman for Foxconn Company Limited. He had visited Telangana, and then during a meeting, they have decided that Kongar Kalan, that is a park that is there in Telangana, is a place where the operations of this Foxconn will be held, and he's also requested the Telangana Chief Minister to make the operations clear. I mean, let the team to work on this, and then they are ready to set up a manufacturing unit in Kongar Kalan of Telangana. So this meeting was held on March 2nd, where the Foxconn chairman, Yang Liu, was here in Telangana to inaugurate certain programs of the government. And then after the inauguration, they had a meeting with Chief Minister Telangana, Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao at the Pragati Bhavan, that is a residence of Telangana Chief Minister. In that meeting, they had discussions about the investments and the development, after which today a letter was released from the Chief Minister's office, where they have stated that this letter is for Foxconn, where they have announced officially that they are going
Abdul, thanks very much. I want to go to our guests now because we're very short of time, so I'm sorry to cut you short there. But, this is very, very interesting. Both Karnataka and Telangana have their elections this year. So a $700 million iPhone facility is too tasty a corporate morsel for each of these states to take lightly. And that's the reason why, even though this is obviously advantage India, and we're all Indians here, it's a great thing for India that Foxconn, the world's largest iPhone manufacturer, is going to be setting up this new facility in India. But obviously there is a healthy competition between our states. And that's what we are talking about here. And there's a lot of mystery over who has actually won the deal, if at all that deal has actually been concluded. Krishna Sagar Rao represents the BJP in Telangana. We have Krishank Mane is leader of the ruling BRS in Telangana. Lavanya Ballal is spokesperson of the Congress party. Thanks to all three of you for your time here on 5 Live, and obviously an issue that is very, very interesting to all of us here in India. We all use smartphones. Everyone wants to see India trumping China in the years ahead as far as cutting-edge manufacturing is concerned. So no matter which way this goes, congratulations to both the states for even being considered for such a great high-tech factory. I think, both Karnataka and Telangana deserve a great deal of applause. But Krishank, I want to quickly come to you first, because this has become a Karnataka versus Telangana kind of thing, a healthy competition, but there is a political twist also, because your government has basically said, we have got this. Here is the letter that proves that Foxconn has already committed to set up this factory in Telangana, so there is no question of it going anywhere else.
Well, as a matter of fact, we don't see it as a state, any state's loss is our gain, because after seeing the letter outside put by the Foxconn chairman to our Honorable Chief Minister, definitely it explains, Shiv, that there are business leaders who like to do business in Telangana and appreciate the gesture of our Chief Minister KCR Garu. But the point is, why is there a political tussle? Is because unfortunately, the statements by few Bharatiya Janata Party spokespersons and few articles by the Bharatiya Janata Party backed mouthpieces has brought this entire issue to a political turmoil. That why are states claiming? The point is, if Telangana gains it, the Bharatiya Janata Party should be happy, as you mentioned, that it is India's win too. But trying to say that Telangana did not get it and writing articles and BJP spokespersons immediately taking claims and criticizing it, it is really unfortunate. Because yes, the Foxconn chairman has even mentioned the land, and the Chief Minister and our team is already on the job, Kumar Kalan, and the operations also. Because see, the point is to get a project, to get those investments, our minister Shri KTRG has gone to every extent, because we don't have any kind of human political interferences here. We have TS iPass with immediate permissions to investors to come and investment in Telangana, across Telangana, not just Hyderabad, across Telangana in different states. We have been focusing on the tier 2 cities also for business. So this is a business friendly state, and we have never commented against any state. Everyone should emerge, because India
Krishna
needs
Sagar
it.
Rao, I know this is a bit of a tricky situation for you, but you can navigate this because you belong to Telangana. So obviously you welcome any decision that benefits Telangana. But your party is being blamed by the BRS for playing dirty and trying to project that this was not the case. Of course, the BJP in Karnataka is talking about. But how would you respond to that?
Shiv, I think your story actually reflects the new India, the India which is actually fighting between the states, such a healthy competition to attract investments. And the winner is India. So we are a national party with a larger heart. And unlike my friend Prashanth there, I would wish we get, or I'll be very happy if Bangalore gets, Karnataka gets. Because eventually India gets benefited. However, I think we are not the stakeholders here to make decisions, Shiv. It is, we are a free economy, and Foxconn is an independent business entity. The decision, if at all anybody has to make where to set up, it is neither Mr. Bomai nor Mr. KCR. It will be Mr. Yonglu. So he is the one who will make the decision, and he will have his priorities. He'll have his prerogatives. He'll have his own assessment and economic feasibility for the efficiencies of that business, and then he'll make the decision. He might even make the decision to have 2 units, one in Karnataka and one in Hyderabad. We are neighbors. And that's a possibility. So I don't think we should make the economic progress and investment flows a political issue, first of all.
I agree.
It is not.
I agree. I'll tell you why. I'll also tell you why I agree. See, I am the first person to admit as a journalist that in the media, sometimes we tend to oversimplify these things, because everyone knows if a facility is set up somewhere in Telangana, there is a very good, in fact, a possibly extremely high chance that the ecosystem feeding that facility will be spread across many states, including Karnataka, which already has a lot of high-tech manufacturing. But just to focus for a moment on this healthy competition, because in an election year, it goes beyond just competition. And like Krishank said, there are a lot of jibes and snipes and things that are pointed at each other. Lavanya, to bring you in on this, your party has accused the BJP in Karnataka of lying. You've said you are lying about the Foxconn deal. There is no such thing. And saying, the BJP, some people inside say they may have jumped the gun as far as an announcement is concerned. But how do you see this?
All three of you gentlemen made very valid points. End of the day, it is India which gains when there is a lot of investment that happens in the nation. But every state is also under pressure to generate jobs for their own people, right? So when Foxconn wants to invest in our state right now, it means 1 lakh jobs in the next 10 years, and that is something that every state would want for their own people. Be it Telangana or Bangalore, it's okay. End of the day, it is in India. But then you have to notice in the last 1.5 years, the Biocon chief and quite a few startup company and entrepreneurs have complained about the crumbling infrastructure of Bangalore, which is very detrimental for their investments in Bangalore, right? That is why it is a big issue in Karnataka. And also, if you look at the earlier investments of Apple, which was already in Bangalore, what we feel as a Congress party is we already had a first man's advantage in the market, which has been lost because the BJP was not very aggressive enough in bringing these investors to Karnataka.
Right.
See, we are not saying it shouldn't go to another part of India. You know, we do not hate anybody. We are all Indians. But, you know, when you look at purely from the job creation perspective, we feel very bad that our youth would not be getting these jobs. I mean, 1 lakh jobs is a big thing. It's a very big thing. And
Krishna Sagar Rao, this is going to be an issue. You know, as far, you know, yes, we are all proud. I'll come to you, Krishank, in a moment. But Krishna Sagar Rao, the fact that, you know, the 100,000 jobs is an eye-watering number in an election year. It's also a very prestigious thing. And, you know, at a time when, you know, Ola has also decided not to be in Karnataka and go to Tamil Nadu instead, this is going to hurt. This is going to look bad. Yes, we are all proud, but when it comes down to the dollars and cents, these things will matter in an election year especially.
Shiva, I completely agree. But in this particular case, this is not an IT-driven company. This is a semiconductor and this is an iPhone manufacturing company.
Yeah,
this is a manufacturing company which is coming in, and for them, there are multiple checks which they have to actually take for clearing out their proposal. As I said, I think every state would want to have Foxconn in their state for 10 lakh jobs and maybe $1 billion investment. But not all states will get it. Only one state will get it, or two maybe. As I said, I'm an optimist. But Congress seems to not want any progress. Why is Congress going that far to say the letter is farce? How can they say that? I mean, it is almost amounting to we don't want in Karnataka Foxconn. But that's not what BJP is saying. BJP is saying that they should actually, I think whoever has a doubt should ask Foxconn to release a press release or release a statement as to where they are going. That should not be a secret. I don't think it will be. So whether it comes to Telangana or whether it comes to Karnataka, because it's a manufacturing unit and such a big one at that, we should all be very happy because this is the first big one coming after the fiasco of China. And we are actually trying to now fulfill the dreams of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's vision.
If I may just respond, please.
No, I don't think the Congress was saying that the letter was fabricated. I think they're saying the government is...
I mean, that's a big word, Shiv. Congress saying it's a farce is a big word. It's a lie is a big word.
Lavanya, quick reaction.
Then I'm going to Krishank. I just don't understand what you're trying to say. Are you saying Congress is stopping Foxconn from coming to Bangalore? Just half an hour
but you were wishing.
Released a
because
statement
it seems like you're wishing. Because the words you're using, it seems like it's wishing.
I'm sorry. Let me finish. Before you interrupt. We are the ones who had encouraged the different people who, manufacture parts for iPhone to come to Bangalore, and they were already in Bangalore, different companies. When we were in power, we have aggressively quoted all the IT companies and the technological companies to come to Bangalore. Now, what we see is a failure on the BJP's part to retain these players in Karnataka. We are not saying we do not want them to come.
What I am suggesting is there are two different sectors.
Let me finish before you
don't compare apples and oranges.
Please do
there
not
are two different sectors.
Let me please complete. Be it Kia Motors, be it any other big industry, we have lost it to different states other than Karnataka. Why is it happening in the last 1.5 years? Our Biocon chief has complained repeatedly about the crumbling infrastructure of Bangalore.
So this is
That's why I'm saying you're not wishing.
Look, so you have a habit of interrupting while others are speaking.
No, I don't have the habit. The time is less on the show. I don't have that. Generally, I don't.
My statement, sir. The IT companies are increasingly moving to Telangana and to Chennai. And this is a question that we have. Why is BJP failing to retain these job creators within Karnataka? Why is it that we are moving them to other states? Foxconn half an hour ago released a statement saying they will be investing in Telangana.
Okay, let me go to Krishank. He's been waiting.
All MLAs, all ministers, MPs.
Krishank wants to comment on what both the BJP and the Congress spokesperson have said. Yes, Krishank, go ahead.
Shiv, what our concern is? Why there are apprehensions? One, because it takes very difficulty to bag investments for a state government when we have our policies, when we request business leaders to come and invest here, and we don't have the support of the government of India. There are few instances. The International Arbitration Center was opened by KCRG with the support of Chief Justice N.V. Ramana. But later on, immediately what happens? Government of India opens an arbitration center in Gujarat. The same thing happened. Kishan Reddy Garu announced a Ayush traditional center here in Telangana. No one ever knows why it was shifted to Gujarat again. Same thing, we've asked for a defense corridor, but a defense corridor during Uttar Pradesh elections is given to a Bundelkhand. Such kind of favoritism by government of India, BJP, this happens. This is the problem. When state governments fight, put their states as a priority, put their interests, put their policies, explains, request those business leaders to come and invest here. And if you do not have the support of government of India, and BJP is sitting on the fence and commenting and trying to, put the efforts down, when states, if they're losing or
that's
winning,
an important charge that's being made. That's an important charge that's being made, that the kind of Foxconn victory that Telangana claims right now, they say is despite interference from the center and the BJP. Krishna Sagar Rao, that's a big charge that Krishank is making. How do you defend that?
The charge can't stand scrutiny at all because he's axing his own feet. If Foxconn were to sign an MOU, as he's stating and as CM has declared, I haven't even suspected that, because with fairness, I said, it would be right. But now he's saying that if MOU is signed, if it is not GOI which is allowing it, how is it happening? And if we were to start, we were to be in between, we were to take the Foxconn away to Gujarat or anywhere else.
Many BJP leaders have been criticizing it. I've been commenting about it.
This is
not individually about Krishna Sagar Rao.
Krishank, you made your point.
It's about BJP.
What I'm saying is, this is the kind of attitude the RS party has to consistently make.
Swaraj, BJP backed Swaraj. What have they written?
Krishank, why are you? Krishank, we don't need to shout at each other. You raised a point, I'm answering.
It's just not Krishna Sagar Rao.
Okay, one at a time. Almost out of time, so one at a time. Yeah, Krishna Sagar Rao, quickly.
If he raised a point, I don't know why he's coming in between. He's axed his own feet. What I'm saying is, if we were to intervene, if government of India were to intervene, then it would intervene in all deals. So how are they going every Saturday, every Friday they're declaring investments to Telangana? Or they're not thankful for GOI? Or they're not thankful for Prime Minister Narendra Modi? The investments are coming to Telangana.
Okay. I'm out of time. I'm out of time over here. I'll get 15 seconds to you, Krishank, if you want to have the last word. Since it is your state that
claims to have won. Is not helping. Because if central government doesn't help, not one single deal will go through in Telangana.
Okay.
But
they don't come here because of Telangana. They come here because of government of India.
Completely out of time. Okay, there's a lot of, both of you talking over each other, so our viewers can't really hear. But I'll end this by basically saying one thing, okay? Telangana now claims that Foxconn is going to set up the 700 million spanking, gleaming iPhone facility in Telangana. May not be in Karnataka. We don't know, once it happens, it'll happen. All I know is that Foxconn is going to be smiling because competition between states here in India means the best possible deal for Foxconn when they set up this facility. But I'd like to end by saying it's always going to be advantage India, because once Foxconn sets up this facility, other iPhone manufacturers, other smartphone manufacturers, other high-tech manufacturing companies will want to set up base in India, because an iPhone facility here means India has the ability and the finesse to manufacture something as cutting edge as an iPhone and semiconductors. That's the big message, and that's why it is advantage India no matter where this facility comes up. That's a wrap on 5 Live. Thanks so much for watching. Up next, 6 p.m. Prime with Akshita. Fear, panic grip migrants of Tamil Nadu in what has become